All right, y'all, it's your boy Boss P, and this is Who's the Boss, and I just got one question, man. Where was the algorithm? Where was the YouTube algorithm? That's the question I have right now, ladies and gentlemen. If you haven't heard the news, there was an attack on the New York City subway train earlier this week. The gentleman, fortunately, has been apprehended. His name was Frank James. There was a massive manhunt trying to find this guy, and they literally found him standing on the street. And before we proceed and go any further, I'd like you to just take a moment to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, so you can stay notified of when I drop new content. All right, so y'all go ahead and do that. All right, now we back at it. Homeboy was walking around New York City. They have surveillance of him just walking around New York City like the day after, just like nothing happened. Homeboy saw him, he called the police, and it turned out that it was him. Now, the question I posed earlier, where was the YouTube algorithm? I asked that question because this guy was a YouTuber. He was a fellow YouTuber, all right? And he was out there posting videos of him driving in his truck, driving around and stuff like that. And he'd been posting videos filled with hate speech, and he was making threats and ranting and raving about this and that and homelessness in New York and the mayor. And I just want to know, where was the YouTube algorithm? Okay, where was the FBI? You know what I'm saying? Because whenever I upload a YouTube video, they're supposed to be checking it. The algorithm is supposed to be checking it to see if it's suitable for advertisement, right? They checking to see if it's suitable for advertisement. How was they not checking this guy's videos and seeing the hate speech and being like, yo, you know what? This guy is a person of interest. I'm concerned. The YouTube algorithm should have emailed his videos to somebody at Google like, hey, I mean, he could be just, talking, crazy, or he could be the real deal. He could be the real deal. Either way, you need to check this guy out. Where was the algorithm? All I hear is the YouTube algorithm is this, is that, is so much better than this and that. And YouTube is the ultimate, Google is the ultimate software company. Why was the algorithm not checking for stuff like this? You checking for ad suitability? You checking to see if I'm cussing in my videos? Why was he checking this guy? He hate speech and making threats and stuff like that? What? Man, I don't know. But the algorithm failed us. The FBI failed us. You know what I'm saying? The FBI should have been on top of this. They have all the surveillance, and they're always checking and looking at this and that. Where was the NSA? They should have been on top of this. Y'all was late. What? All right, so if he's just walking around New York City like it's all well and good after opening canisters of gas and squeezing off shots on a subway train, injuring 10 people, you got cats running for their lives, you shut down mass transit, the busiest city in America, you shut that down for hours. The whole subway station turned into a crime scene, all right? You had to wait for this to happen for y'all to go get this guy. Now, apparently, he started his journey in Milwaukee. He drove from Milwaukee to Philadelphia, talking and, videotaping himself and all of that. He goes to Philadelphia, which is Gangster Central, and I think that's where he bought his supplies. Now, his supplies included a bag full of canisters of gas. He had a hatchet in there. He had a 9mm. That's the gun he used to shoot up the train. And then he drove to New York City. He got on a train and he just started squeezing those shots. So, like I said, he was just walking around New York City afterwards like everything was all good. So obviously he's not too right in the head. Something is wrong. So my question is, what if this guy was of sound mind and could exercise sound judgment? What if this guy was hooked up with a sophisticated terrorist organization? This could have been 9/11 Part 2. This guy could have pulled off 9/11 Part 2 if he wasn't crazy. And obviously he is crazy. If he was a serious terrorist, this could have been a lot worse than it actually was. Fortunately, people were injured, but they were not killed. Nobody died in the attack. But they could have been. They could have been. If this was Al Qaeda or ISIS or one of those, yeah, it could have been that serious. So, man, I think YouTube needs to tweak the algorithm to tell it to look for hate speech if they haven't done it already. Hate speech and threats and all of that. His video should not have even been allowed on YouTube. I'm very, very surprised. You know what if what they're saying is true. Yeah, man, the algorithm, the FBI, man, they failed us. Because if I had a family member on that train, I would be pissed. Especially if they were shot, I would be super pissed. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah, man, thank God it wasn't as bad as it could have been, But yeah, and also thank goodness that they caught this guy. Now they're gonna prosecute him, and he's gonna go to jail for a long time. But yeah, man, that's all I got for y'all for today on that terrorist attack on the New York City subway station earlier this week. Now, if y'all like what you're hearing, yeah, I'm talking to my bosses now, of course. If you like what you're hearing, and if you like what you're seeing, please make sure to like and subscribe to the videos so that you can know whenever I drop new content, all right? It's your boy, Boss P, and I'm out.
I'm out, man. That nigga's tripping.